God is speaking to you. God is trying to tell you something is wrong, that something is amiss. There are some things that don't sit right and they don't feel right, and that relationship just has to end. God is speaking to you, but are you listening to Him? Are you paying any attention to what He's saying when He speaks what He says? And you know, in our relationships, God speaks to us. He shows and He gives to us the signs that signify and mean to tell us that the relationship just has to end. That He's not in it, and if He's not in it, why would you want to go ahead and be in it? So I'll be talking about these common signs you must listen to and watch out for. And so without taking much of your time, the first I'll be talking to you about is when either or the both of you need some time to heal. When either or the both of you need some time to heal. Now this happens often because life's been hard and we all have different issues, baggages from our childhood and past relationships, from disappointments and from heartbreaks, and in fact, just being alive in a world that's totally messed up and years of being in the path of a system that is corrupt can leave us hurt. And because sin includes actions done by us or to us or in our presence that can leave us with scars known or unknown to us, we must first be healed and be rid of those baggages. If you want to start a relationship or you're already in one where you discover you or that person you are seeing or dating needs some time to heal, give yourselves that time to heal. Because you see, some hurts and memories are like huge icebergs which can lie below water surface and can stay well hidden, almost invisible. And dating and being in a relationship can juggle up those memories to the surface. So give yourself some space and time to allow yourself to heal. If that was the person God meant for you, after your healing process is over, they're still going to be around. But God is somehow going to bring them back into your life. And you know what happens if they don't come back. So don't you feel sad? Don't you feel bad? Temporarily pausing your dating life to heal may be the best gift you can give to your future spouse, and the most honoring thing to God, as He shows you trust His timing. So take it slow, remembering that singleness is a blessing and being married is also a blessing. So whatever season of life you're in, you're blessed. The second I'll be talking to you about is when you feel you have to compromise. When you feel you have to compromise. That person you're seeing has a trait, a particular behavioral characteristic or tendency, or an underlying health issue that goes against your ethics or the things you stand for. Or maybe they don't respect your values and your core principles. If there was one thing I've learned in over a decade of dating, is that you don't compromise on your deal breakers. Yeah, I said it. Never compromise on your deal breakers. This is going to irritate you in the long run anyway. A deal breaker, as the name implies, is what breaks a deal. It's a factor or issue that cannot be overlooked and which ultimately outweighs any other quality that person might have. It might be the way they treat your family members, or the way they take care of your own health, or something else that is important to you. Now I'm telling you, don't ignore these deal breakers, because it might be a sign that who you engage with is not the one that God has in plan for you. You might think that it's a little bit harsh and selfish, but I assure you it is not. So while you're at it, try to find peace and contentment besides the situation by rejoicing in your current season. And now the third one is unwillingness to compromise. Unwillingness to compromise. Yeah, sounds similar, and surely it's not to contradict the previous point, but to bring to light that relationships are a give and take. But you see, naturally as people, we have our own ideas and desires about what we want and do not want in regards to our present and future. So if you find yourself in a relationship where either party is unwilling to compromise on factors that will affect positive change in your lives, present and in future, especially in the manner you're in doubt is in line with God's will for you. This means that someone only wants to do things their own way or no other way. Amos 3:3 asks us this question: the two work together unless they be agreed. An unwillingness to compromise does not lead to agreement. And if that is present, it can be a sign to let things go. The fourth is discernment. Discernment. When you pray to God to show you if you're with the right person. Now, ladies, this is a big one, so listen up clearly. You're in a relationship with this guy, nice, handsome, nice income and all of that, but you still need to pray about it. And then it happens that after praying to God and asking Him to show you whether this fine man right here is the right person for you, and then suddenly right out of the blue, Mr. Right starts acting up. He stops calling and texting or goes off the radio for days. That is your sign, sister. God does answer prayers, and clearly that man is not the one for you. I know it hurts, yes I do, especially if things were fine just a week ago. However, God is a God of action, and He is all in the business of protecting His own. So it means that He's gonna end things up, because that man you think is right for you isn't supposed to be yours. It's not the one He has in store for you, not the one He's planned for you to be with. So don't you go about trying to blow up His phone, trying to convince Him to change. Rather, the right thing to do in such a situation is to strive to maintain a balance between your actions and your faith in God. Because at the end of the day, God will do what is right in His sight and what is best for you. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that God's thoughts are thoughts of peace and not of evil. Thoughts to give us our expected end. So you need to trust in God and believe that whatever happens is good for you. Sometimes relationships end because, well, it's time for them to end. And the only way that we can know this is through discernment by the way of the Holy Spirit. Everyone ain't going where you're going, and it's in that your personal prayer time with the Lord that He will tell you and reveal to you the right people that you need to hold on to, and those you need to let go of. This can be bittersweet, I know, but we have to trust in our God because He knows our lives much better than we do. He can see far into our tomorrow, so we have to trust that if He says we should let someone go, our obedience in the long run will be in the best interest of both ourselves and that of the other person.